a special guest, the Infinite, all the way from New York City. He's going to spit a little something. All our poets are going to come back and do one last round. But we got my man Infinite from New York City.
Yes.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Good.
I'm going to run through a couple of pieces real quick.
Thank you.
I was a chef and a boss. I stood in the kitchen, but it wasn't salad my dude was pitching. It was that Ina. We stood on drug-infested blocks with our Ninas. Old charges, felonies, no misdemeanors. No belts, no laces, our hot blocks catching cases. Prepare for these bullpen short stays. Retain lawyers for these rainy days. It's just a game us big boys play. Getting laid, getting paid for that guac we made an office out of grimy hallways. Shootouts at night in tight quarters. Beware them ricochets and them strays. Homemade mufflers on them M11s so the tenants didn't hear us when we popped them guns. You could lose your life just walking through my project lobbies, because that's where we sold that shit that'll make you itch like poison ivy. This one's called The Exit. The exit out of the ghetto is a labyrinth, a bewildering complex called the projects. It's very complicated or quite perplexed. Some would rather live homeless and vile, rather to live under the hood's domicile. For 22 years, that's where I rested my head and kicked up my feet, an ignominious retreat. We were put on all sorts of monetary programs in this no man's land. To the outside world, we weren't compatible. We became unlicensed pharmacists, owners of pharmacies with the wonder drugs of overseas. That's how we learned about politics. Politicians politic about prices and how they ship that Plymouth Rock that dropped into our 12 or 20 story red bricks. We danced with the dumbest choreography, the cha-cha-cha, how to mix the context of our pirates to form a monopoly. Governmental conspiracy theories are seen clearly, that the greedy feed off the weak for a frenzy feeding. The greedy and the weak live the same, so who's to blame? It became a sport, we called it the game. Guns, knives, needles, and crack pipes, a thug's life. 1, 2, 3 strikes, infinite kites. Blocks being bombarded by narcotics get bombarded by narcotics. We read what they sold. For the people, our government is narcissists. They knew the prognosis of us dying in bunches, holders, boulders. For eat burgers and Una, we Roy G. built our caps to the color of the spectrum, which led to red rum. Awakening of death are the only exits where I'm from. So wake up, but there's 1,000 deaths, so choose one. All right, this last piece I'm going to do is called Trend. Lavish of the drug blocks we established live off the assumption we will continue this status. Rocks and low fire for Cubans with Lazarus pieces. Chrome limbs and low-profile tires to handle these sports car screeches. Leather gloves for the stick-ups and the stick shift from slipping. We all had a ward on the neck dripping. Rolexes silently ticking. Puffing on the pip for sour. Gold color ice on the wrist, we called it Piragua. Mugshots, fingerprints, Uber numbers for being infiltrated by undercovers. Hand-to-hand transactions being recorded and captioned. Secret indictments got half of the block missing in action. Leaving gaps for poor people to fall into the trap, thinking since they gone that they next up to bat. Once you see the money, you can't leave it alone. Some will strip flesh from bone to earn money for a home. Some will sell that deadly mix brewed by ghetto chemists, searched by fiends looking for that 10-minute fix. Catching cases, praying those 220 charges don't stick. Some think they reign supreme until they are in the Supreme Court with their cohorts for their street life sport. Life behind bars is nothing we saw, but was a probability we hope never to face. Capital murder, killing for money, the ultimate case. Central Booking is like the ghetto museum. The ghetto is like one big mausoleum. Most people that live there die there. Before finding a way out we do, most get caught up in the turbulence of people that was living fast in our past, thinking there's nothing else, we follow the same path. Guys who across the street from each other compete for blocks that we will never own. Some try to rise in the ranks of street hierarchy. We live in anarchy. Try to be the ones with the most clientele. The ones who name brand bells. We became the ones that filled jails. The ones that interior decide sales for sales. Because we couldn't post bail, our dream of being rich failed. Stuck between a rock rock and a hard place after incarceration or being tagged as felons. Our search for legal dividends come to dead ends because of past situations of illegal narcotics selling. No one wanted us in their dwelling, so we continued our journey that most likely ends in gurneys, blood transfusions, intravenous feeding, electrical chest presses if the heart stops beating. Porta potties strapped to people's bodies so they can urine from a hole in their abdomen. This tragically keeps on happening, chasing the high of the street life passion. And after the guns start blasting, nickel and diamond and trapper enterprising, advertising their goods up to no good, destroyed our hood's ability to rise over our label of projects. Insufficient knowledge led to blindness. Insufficient guidance led to violence. Misconstrued visions or prelude of bad decisions, a domino effect that left us in prison. Made by most in the projects, we were in prison. Destined to fail, we strive for success. Not wanting to live average, we ran with the same ideas dead men left. Thinking we could do it better because we was much more clever, but got the same outcome. Jail, coroners, another mom losing her son. My friend's body filled cemeteries like confetti after a celebration, but we wasn't celebrating. We were looking for emancipation from the poor life classification. Personification was led to courtroom sessions and more funeral processions. Most of our plans ended with flower arrangement for lost brothers' bereavement. I've been eternally crying, and on my exterior you see me smiling, just trying to hide the terror inside me and stay low by it. My actions from the past haunt me now, was hell's aftermath. I feel so low in this world that's so cold, like my homies felt with no soul. Rigor mortis for being a hard body. Almost lost everybody for living life like one big party.
Ooh,